Okay guys, so in the upcoming video, like whatever you're gonna see, I've been mentioning that this is the Honda Jazz Hybrid, and I don't know why. I saw a hybrid logo at the back of the Jazz, but it's clearly not a hybrid, and I should be actually smart enough to know that. Cause I was like, why the hybrid is supposed to be like the highest variant gun, the highest spec, but I went to do some research, why is it different from the photo? So I just like, yeah, whatever lah. But then actually, right, I should have followed my instincts. That's why sometimes you just have to follow your heart. This is actually the 1.5 liter V, which is just one variant lower than the Honda Jazz Hybrid, and the transmission is a CVT, hence the noise and everything, which, yeah, okay, makes sense. It has 120 horsepower, 145 Newton meters of torque, but I think pretty talkish lor. But yeah, makes sense also lah. I mean, like looking at everything, how it's quite manual, not the top spec, but yeah, just ignore every time I said hybrid. Hey guys, I am currently in the 1.5 liter Jazz, the hybrid, and I gotta say, Honda, you know how I always complain about Honda's brakes, right? I actually love the brakes on the Jazz. I mean, it's very, very linear, and I expected it to be bitey because we all know like Honda brakes are very, very brighty. It's bright and it's bitey, so it's brighty. No, it's actually, yeah, it's not bitey, it's linear, progressive. Okay, more progressive. I like it quite a bit. It's a 7-speed dual clutch. Doesn't feel like a dual clutch though. I was under the impression that it was a CVT, but it's not. And when I put it into sports mode and use the pedal shifters, it's actually pretty responsive. And what I like about it is, let me just show you, yeah? So I go to sports. I actually like the pull that you get when you downshift. For example, if you're going at high speed and you downshift, you can feel the pull. You can actually feel the gears shifting, and it's not that smooth as compared to a car with more gears. But I like that feeling because you kind of know where it is, and you have to know which gear to choose at which point of time. So I kind of like that. Because it shows that you really have to know your car, you really have to know what gear to be in, and when to downshift and when to upshift. And I think that's missing in a lot of cars nowadays, because cars, yes, I totally get it, car brands have to make it in a way that it's easier for drivers to drive, but I kind of miss this feeling, you know, the raw feeling, which I feel the Jazz gives. Speaking about raw feeling, I'm just going to go back to auto right now. Yeah, speaking about the raw feeling, can you hear that this car is pretty noisy? Like, this is inside. Okay lah, that one of course significant difference, but yes, I can hear wheel noise, I can hear the noise coming from outside. The MPH isn't that great, but I kind of like this. I mean, even though I have to speak a little bit louder, and I had a friend in here, he speaks very, very softly, so I had to kind of shout, like he literally had to shout because he can't speak at a higher volume. It's quite funny. So yeah, but like you can hear the wind noise, you can hear the wheels going over things, and it might be a little bit too much to a lot of people, but I personally kind of like it because, I don't know, I like to hear what's going on outside, hence drop the top, yeah? So yeah, okay, so power delivery for the Jazz. I'm just going to slow down because there are cars around me. I'm going to give some space, and then I'm just going to floor it. Okay, so when you floor it, it feels a little bit sluggish, but if you control your throttle and you throttle at a linear rate, then you can actually feel the power is sufficient. It's enough, not underpowered. And I would say it really feels like a mini MPV. However, when you go at bends, you do feel the body roll quite a lot, so you don't have that much confidence going bends at high speeds. But I'm taking this at a bend about what, 80, 100? I think that's pretty, like, wow, already. And the Jazz, it looks so small from outside, but when I'm inside, oh my god, it's so spacious. I'm so impressed. And I actually do like the
Chat
feeling.
vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
Sorry, I didn't know ways to interrupt me because it's like a long stretch. I thought I could just talk and talk and talk, but I'm sorry. I apologize. I know you guys have been saying like, Bing, don't use ways when you are doing your review. So my apologies, my sincere apologies. Waze maybe just wants to be a part of the video, and I'm done with my bullshitting already. The feeling when I drive it, I actually feel quite connected, and I'm pretty surprised because usually I feel quite numb to the way I drive Hondas. I mean, the steering input isn't really there, but with the Jazz I feel it quite a bit. So I actually quite like the Jazz. Understand that it is competitor of the Yaris, and I'm pretty excited to be trying out the Yaris and compare it with the Jazz, because right now Jazz is pretty up here to me. Here is quite high now, okay. But if the Yaris drives anything like the Vios, then very close competition. It is priced at about, this one if I'm not wrong, it's about high 80s, so around 88,000. Yaris is also mid 70s to mid 80s. Yeah, so going back to the steering, I think it's rather responsive. It feels like a very light car, so visibility is great as well. Yeah, sound system. Sound system. Let's listen to the sound system. Very bassy. You can definitely hear the bass, but it's not the kind of bassy where you can hear through your seats, but it's kind of bassy where it vibrates the whole car. Very nice. I actually pretty like it. I mean, with this kind of stock speakers. Okay, chorus, coming up. I like it. It's not the type where when you increase the volume, it pierces through and you just can see it hits the limit. Now, this one actually goes through the car, it vibrates the car. It's very nice. And when you actually increase it loud enough, you can't hear the wind noise anymore. Yeah, so when I look front, it like the front here, y'all can capture this. The front here is actually very, very spacious. Like, it's amazing, you know. It's such a small car, but yet it feels so big from the inside. And the front visibility is good because it slopes down, short front. I love the seating position because, especially for female, you see me, sorry. I just like, oh. Yeah, female sitting position, I think it's very good. I didn't have to adjust much, and I think it's very comfortable. Some cars I had to take a little while to actually get my seating position right, but this one was very fast. I like the feel of the steering wheel as well. So yeah, all in all, I think it's a rather decent car. Driving wise, I think it can go pretty fast on highway cruising, no problem. It's just, I think the only thing that will annoy me is sometimes the transmission, because the transmission sometimes yells at you. It's like, what are you doing to me? Why are you forcing me to do this? I'm not supposed to do this. Yeah, it's just that. And the other thing would be the wind noise. So, but I guess if you crank the music loud enough, but not too loud, okay, safety is always first. Like this, I like that you can hear motorbikes passing you. You know that there's a vehicle there. You know that there's something on your left side. I don't like if the car's noise cancelling is great. I mean, it's good that they can do that, but sometimes for safety reasons, you don't know that there's another vehicle there, and you just like, oh yeah, I think I can just overtake, you know. But for this kind of cars, you can hear what's going on around you, and I like that. So yeah, those are pros and cons. Other than that, I think yeah, it's a very competent car. Really is. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Okay. Let me know what you think. Okay, a few things that I would like to add is the suspension on the car, and I realized I didn't really talk about the suspension because the suspension is, I think it's pretty normal, it's pretty standard, there's nothing to complain about, it's comfortable, it's not too stiff. Let me just go over potholes, huh? Yeah, we're going at a bend. Not a very sharp bend. Very nice brakes. And suspension is the type that lets you know that you roll over things and you went in through potholes, and it's not the type that it's a bit raw as compared to others that tells you like other suspensions that allow you to know that yeah, I'm going over potholes but you're covered. This one's like yeah, let's go through the potholes together kind of thing, you know. But it's not uncomfortable, it's not entirely uncomfortable, there's just slight uncomfort there. And the other thing that I need to mention is their handbrake. It feels very light. I don't know why, but I'm used to a more, perhaps a heavier handbrake. This handbrake feels very, very light, and I'll show you when I need to use it. Right now I'm not doing any handbrake turns, so maybe in the upcoming turn, yeah. Jokes. I can't do that for nuts to save my life. I can't. Nice Merce! Okay, I cannot take picture while I'm driving. Yeah, I cannot. Okay, that's all. Handbrake. See ya. See that? One more time. That's